food, clothing, and shelter, the known basic needs of human mankind. As humans walked millions of years on Earth, changes occurred, but needs remained. House, home, or Ghar means a lot to each one. It's not just a box with doors and windows, but much more. What did our ancestors think about houses? How does a home mean to agriculture in India? As Kathik began wandering around and opened up conversations with many, we realized that there are more people joining hands with the enthusiasm and expertise in traditional knowledge. We had questions and they had the answers. And of course, as promised, we are here to show it to you all. Kathik welcomes you all to its very own family, a family named India. Today, we'll take a tour to one of our crown and glory, the Himalayas. Let us see and hear the stories of mud houses by one of our Indo-German friends. Also, let us know your thoughts on the same.
See here, this is the clay. We start building the house by scraping off the top layer of the ground and storing it, because this is very good clay and can later be used for the outer layer of the plastering of the walls. Hi, I am Frank, the initiator of the Four Tables project in Ghar, Himachal Pradesh. Recently, I have started a small architecture and construction venture called Four Directions, with which I am trying to bring back traditional building techniques and materials into the mainstream. When I talk about mainstream, I don't mean the big world out there. I just mean our little village, Ghar, where life has changed over the last few years rapidly, as has the architecture. People who used to live in old, beautiful houses have moved to new houses, and the old houses have been discarded. With the old houses, what has also been discarded are the old building techniques and materials. This is a typical new style house people are building nowadays. Bad quality bricks, simple cement plastering. Down there is our building site, and we are hoping to make something that stands out, not in a flashy manner, but as a natural extension of the beauty of this valley. The clay is pretty good, but there is no sand in it. So we had to mix some sand and some pine needles, and we have prepared the clay now, and we're going to start laying the bricks here on this field. The house itself is an extension of the land. It is a house that actually kind of grows out of the land organically, and the materials we are using is also all natural. So apart from very little cement that we have to use in the bathroom, say, or in the foundation, the fundament of the house, we are not going to use any of those materials. The whole house will be made out of mud and stones. When you go to the cities, or you even go to towns, or you come to even villages, then all the new houses start looking similar throughout the world. What our problem is in a place like Bir, or in these rural areas, but also in urban areas, in India particularly, that there are no building guidelines. So anybody can build any way they want. So with very little scientific actual engineering knowledge, people go out and start building these houses. And these houses are, first of all, not let's just not talk about the aesthetics of these houses, because nobody is really thinking of design and all that. The new houses that people are building, while they are discarding of the old ones and also the old techniques and materials, is that they are building houses that are short-lived and that are not healthy to live in, which is my main argument for trying to get back to an architecture that follows traditional techniques. With design, you can do whatever you want, but at least if you have certain guidelines regarding what materials you're going to use, what are the local natural materials that you can use, then you will have then you will just have a better building. In 2013, during our first art exhibition, Shop Art Shop, I got the opportunity to restore an old merchant's house in the middle of the village. While searching for craftspeople, I realized that hardly anyone in the village remembered how to build or restore a traditional building. I was lucky to find one old man, Sharan, who still had the knowledge, and it was he who taught me the intricacies of traditional building techniques. Today, that building is a popular boutique hotel in the middle of the village. This is the construction project we are working on right now. It's a private house. It's being built in the middle of the fields on a gradual slope on the south side of the Dhauladhar mountains. These fields that you can see around here, they are rice fields in the rainy season, and so they hold a lot of water. And that's why you can see that we are very particular when it comes to the foundation of the house, which needs to be solid, and also it should not be soaking in the water and transporting it upwards to the actual mud walls, which are going to be on top of this. Traditionally, the houses that have been built here, obviously before the age of cement and burnt bricks, were made out of stone and clay and wood anyway. So we are going to look back into some of these techniques and materials, which is something I've been doing over a period of time, and use as much of that knowledge and those materials as possible for the houses. And I'm hoping that in this way it is possible also to get people to think more about these materials and compare it to the new materials they're using nowadays, and see the virtue of these traditional materials.